Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope this video finds you well. Last week, I recorded a video, and as I was editing through it, I realized that it was more of a series than just one simple little video. And so I was going to set up a big series little thing that I had a really clever name for, but I completely forget what the name of it's going to be, and realized that it's going to take a little while to edit. And so I did another video in the interim, and then figured I'll get back to the other video that I recorded last week before that's going to be turning into the series with clever name. Anyways, it doesn't really matter because of the fact that I have to do this rant right now, which if I ever get through the series and to the series and present the series to you, then you will really, really appreciate this rant because you have no idea. And I mean, it's not a big, it's big to me, okay? So other people would just kind of probably sit back and laugh. But right now, I'm like, oh, I have to do a rant. I have to do a rant. I have to do a rant or else my head's going to explode. A couple of weeks ago, I spent 2 days at my father's house setting up his DSL. Actually, it was cable. He already had cable, but he still had dial-up, and so we had to switch the dial-up. And of course, when you had to switch it, they didn't just let you get he was like, he already has cable, so that'd be cool if you could just put your phone cable, make those little bundles, those little bundles. But you had to upgrade the bundles in order to use the bundles. He had cable, but in order to get the bundle, which had the high-speed internet, he had to upgrade his cable to digital cable. And he had to upgrade his phone, his regular phone, to digital phone. Okay, now, the digital cable turned into he had to get a box and he had to do all this other stuff. And my father's like 70-something years old. And he was pretty much, you know what? I really like what I had before. Is there any way that I can keep it? And basically, the company was like, no, actually, you can't. Because if you actually keep it, you'll have to pay more. I'm sorry, did you just say I have to pay more for a lesser service? Excuse me? Yeah. So basically what you're telling me is that I can't just enjoy your service right now. I have to have more. More. So I have to have those little additional features or else I'm screwed. Better. And fancier things. And better. More. Which is great for a 70-something-year-old, because they don't need to have the stuff that they enjoy. They have to have digital cable because, their eyes really tell the difference between regular cable and digital cable. Oh, and digital phone. That's a brilliant idea. More. Hey, did you know what? Did you know that if you have digital phone and the power goes out, you can't call 911? Isn't that fantastic? Logical. I learned in California when the power went out and we had all these rolling blackouts because we were being screwed by some power company, that when the power goes out, you can't use a cordless phone because it needs power in order to be used. But I still had a landline phone, so I was the only person in my apartment complex that could call anybody. And so I had lines out my apartment for people who needed to call people because I was the only one that actually had the working phone. And it's so great to know the fact that my 70-something-year-old father now cannot call 911 because, 911 is less likely to be used when there's some major catastrophe that may result in power going out for extended periods of time. And 70-something years old are, less likely to trip and fall when they're walking around in the dark. But the main point, this main point that has just been the straw that's broken this little camel's back, is that I spent 2 days, 2 full days over there setting up his email with the new, because I had to upgrade. He had dial-up, so I had to upgrade his email as well as the internet access. So the internet access is set up, which was great, no problem. But of course, my 70-something-year-old father, who when you get to that age, change wants to use the same email program that he has been using for the past decade. Understandable. It takes him 2 years to get used to a program, so he wants to use the same program. And this program is so ancient that if it were a person, it would be like somebody that was in their prime in 1983 who's still trying to be that cool teenager, but they just end up looking like a moron with big useless hair and ugly shoes. And after those 2 days, 2 days of doing this, I got it all set up. It was working beautifully. Well, I just found out, no more than 10 minutes ago, that my father, having a minor problem, called up customer service. 2 days of forcing that program into a 2009 bubble. All lost. Bye-bye. All lost in 30 seconds. Lost by some girl not knowing what the flip she's doing, but can't admit that, or she's too lazy and not paid enough to really care. Well, she decided to have my father erase all all of the accounts and use the wizard. Wow, aren't you brilliant? Oh, use the wizard? I wouldn't have thought to try that. And hell, if I did think of trying to use the wizard and it worked, I think I would have said, I'd rather set up everything manually. What's the fun in using the automatic wizard when I can go through it manually, step by step, port by port, pop 3 by pop 3, until my brain melts and oozes down the back of my throat, searing multiple holes through my stomach and leaks out my belly button like some flesh-eating bacteria, which then engulfs me like some geriatric cyberspace black hole on hemorrhoids. Whoo! On hemorrhoids. Wow. And I can just see this girl, this Julie, whom for some reason I picture as chewing bubble gum with newly manicured tacky fingernails shoved so far up her bum you could file them through her nose. Julie, not realizing that she is disintegrating the lifespan of some stranger's daughter by 50 years. Just like a drug pusher preying on innocent souls. No, it's okay. Go ahead. Delete it. It won't hurt anything. Just delete all the accounts. It's okay. Oh, Julie, how could you do this to me? And of course, she's doing this all with a giggle and a perky, sweet smile. Perkily concluding, well, I can't seem to fix your problem today, sir. You'll have to contact your system administrator. Is there anything else I can do for you today? You have no idea. Well, Julie, come to think of it, there is. Do you think I could get a lobotomy, or is that considered an upgrade? Oh. Hey, Pumpkin. You are so fired.